What's up guys, it's Div. Today we're going to be talking about the most dominant assault rifles in COD history. When I say dominant, I mean that there wasn't really another assault rifle in the game that even compared to that assault rifle. I know people are going to be disappointed when they don't get their MW2 assault rifles, but the issue is, in MW2, almost all the assault rifles were good. It's so funny that so many are good that the F2000 being complete dog shit is like a meme of the game. Yeah, the F2000, by the way, worst fucking assault rifle in COD history. Like, I don't think there's a worse one, so we can put that as an honorable mention for MW2. It might not have had a clearly dominant assault rifle, but it for sure had the worst one ever. I'm gonna move on with one more honorable mention because it's this year, even though it would take place in the list, and that's gonna be this year's M4 for like the first 4 or 5 months. Nowadays, the game is becoming slowly more balanced, but it took like 6 fucking patches for the M4 not to be like clearly the best assault rifle. It still is the best, there's just now a much more close aspects of it, but beforehand, dude, the M4, it shit on everything for months. They let that shit go on so long. The 725 was the only break you could get from the M4. You thought you were great for using the MP5 and using the second most OP fucking automatic weapon? Too bad, the M4 beats you at all the other ranges. Yeah, so the M4 clearly an honorable mention on this list. I think if this year had passed, I would have put it on the list, but it's definitely an honorable mention right now. Alright, I'm gonna come in with the controversial pick first because I actually think it is the most dominant assault rifle that a game has ever had. That is going to be the BAL or the BAL or the ball on fucking Advanced Warfare. I swear to God, every little fucking Jimmy out there on the map was using this weapon. The kill feed, you would think there was only one base fucking gun in Advanced Warfare because so many people use this gun. It was the starting gun you unlocked, so everybody that plays the game used it, and all the pros and tryhards are still using it. I've never seen a game where like no other assault rifle was viable. I don't even remember what the other assault rifles are, but the BAL or the ball sticks in my fucking brain because so many people have killed me with it. I wanted to talk about this one first because Advanced Warfare isn't a fan favorite COD, but if you did play it, you would know that was the assault rifle go-to. There was like, I don't think there's ever been a game where it was so clearly true what assault rifle you should be using, but this game for sure. It got nerfed eventually, but even then I think people were so fucking ingrained to dying by it that they just didn't want to break this code among all of us playing. Alright, the next gun on the list, I'm gonna do probably top 3, and this is going to be the FAMAS in Black Ops 1. This one kind of stands in the M4 of Modern Warfare area where it was basically pre-patched that like, this gun was just fucking ridiculous. I'm talking easily the worst pre-patch gun assault rifle in history of COD. Like, even the M4 pre-patch I don't think is as bad as the FAMAS pre-patch. And this is only because I think as players we've generally improved in skill so we can use other weapons. But back then, no. Everyone's putting on that fucking FAMAS, let's be real. Things definitely shifted around with the patches where the Gelila and the Commando were now new favorites on the game, but there was a time where the FAMAS kind of was looking like the BAL. Like, you had like fucking idiots that would spray it, right? They could dump so many bullets down range that were hitting as hard as fucking javelins against your enemies. Yeah, no love for the FAMAS. I actually loved the Gelila during the FAMAS phase, and I can remember sitting there thinking it was the most broke pussy shit ever to sit there and run the FAMAS all day. Yeah, so fuck the FAMAS, because even if you started hitting them first, it would dump so many bullets into you so quickly, your screen would just fucking lose its shit and you couldn't aim anymore. Alright, the next gun on this list, and this one might be a little controversial as well, but if you really think about the assault rifles in this game, what other than the M8A1 in Black Ops 2? This one was kind of like a latecomer because it's not really noob friendly, and it's one of the last assault rifles you unlock, I believe. But let me tell you, this assault rifle was by far the most dominant in Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 was really run, in my opinion, by the SMG meta in pubs. Everyone wanted the MSMC, the PDW. If you don't remember, the PDW is like even better than the MSMC pre-patch, but then they nerfed the shit out of it, so the MSMC became the best gun in the game. Even the MP7 and other weapons like that, they just really dominated all the Black Ops 2 public lobbies for the SMG category, And then came out the one burst fucking god weapon. The weapon to destroy noobs, make them wonder how they're dying in one burst every life. That's the MAA1. I know there's like the AN94 and other things in the game, but to me, just even then, that gun was not competitive compared to the SMGs, and it wasn't competitive for the MAA1 unless you were just trying to have fun and kind of spam the right trigger because you got faster bullet fire for the first 2 shots. The MAA1 basically turned it into where if you were playing the competitive modes or if you were a ranked player, you had 2 options, and you had run an MSMC or you had run an M8. If you weren't running those weapons, you were doing some weird shit, like you were running a sniper or you were running a fucking riot shield on competitive games. Although this one stands out a little more in the competitive category, I think once the competitive leagues really took off with the public, with like I don't know, what was it, public league matches, exposing all these casual players to a ranked mode they could play and getting shit on by the M8 enough times just made everyone slowly realize, yep, we're using this burst AR if we're gonna turn on an assault rifle. Casual players being able to get shit on by pro-ish players or competitive players in like this public ranked category was fucking crazy for Call of Duty. It highlighted to new players that hadn't played much exactly what the best weapons were, so come 6-7 months into the game, everyone has realized the M8 is fucking ridiculous. And yeah, it'll go down as one of my favorite ARs in history because I actually don't really like burst weapons at all, and that gun still is so satisfying. When you one burst somebody with that gun, oh my god, you want to lose your shit. Trying to think of any honorable mentions that I'm missing. I'm thinking over MW3, and I could like list some guns off there. We have the ACR, which is always good, but in my head, like, I'm thinking of other assault rifles on that game that were still like reasonable, right? Was the ACR in MW3 that good? The reason I can't say an MW3 weapon either, even though I will say the ACR was probably the best, you still had like the G36. You had other guns. I know we had the G36, like at least, right? People are going to be so mad at me I didn't throw on the MW3 ACR, but throw that in as an honorable mention. I just don't think it was like clearly as dominant if it was as dominant. So yeah, that's going to be my 3 most dominant assault rifles of all time. If you have differences in this list, please leave it in the comments below because I'd like to see what y'all thought. Again, I'm just using my years of COD experience to make this list. I'm really not using anything technical. I don't know which was actually the best out of every gun in the fucking games, but those were the community dominant assault rifles for sure. Alright, well, I'm gonna head out and do some work. Have fun in your online classes. Stay safe, stay healthy as always. Again, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I really appreciate all the support I've been getting recently. Y'all have been making this fucking crazy to make videos, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.